Hey guys, welcome back to MQ Reef. So today the topic is phosphate reduction program. So as you know that I have mixed reef of 140 gallons and this is going to be the 22 months of growth. And I'm very happy with it, contented with it. There is no nuisance algae in my tank. It's all now mature and growing. But since I have a habit of feeding a lot to my fish, I mean 7 times a day including frozen food, Vitalis marine and algae pellets, and I try a lot of other stuff as well, like pellets dipped in Salcon to just give them colors and nutritions. But as a result, my phosphates have really gone high this time. And because I did not check it on weekly basis, I tried to shift to fortnightly, and what I found is around 0.50 phosphate level. And this phosphate level rise has led to increase into my alkalinity from 8.5 to 9.5. So which is evident that the phosphate reading is correct, because corals have reduced their alkalinity consumption. So what I'm going to do about it, that I'm going to show you today, and that is first of all testing in my phosphate in front of you, and then I'll tell you something about phosphate RX from Blue Line, and now Brightwell Aquatics phosphate E. I really love the Brightwell Aquatic products. Although I don't have any sponsorship, so I'm just sharing you with my personal experience. So let's first of all check what my phosphate level is currently. As I told you that 2 days back when I checked my phosphates, they were 0.50. So what I did, I dosed 10 drops on each day, because I know that for 140 gallons, if I drop 1 drop of lanthanum chloride from phosphate RX, it will reduce 0.01 ppm of phosphate. So since it was 0.50, I had to immediately reduce it to half at least. So I dosed 10 drops each day, and today it was supposed to be 0.30, but let's see how much it is. And for this, I'm using this simple tank water. To get the zero value, and then I'll show you the one with the value with the reagent, which I have already mixed. So this is the one with mixed reagent, just to save on the time, and let's see how much it reads today. So the exact reading is 0.207 at the 67 reading. But this time I like to use phosphate E. No, this is the new product that I wanted, because my phosphate RX has served me for over 2 years. This little bottle has served me for 2 years. So it was very cheap, but today then I decided to start using this new product, and we'll see how much phosphate it reduces. So I made a special chart to see how much dose phosphate RX I have to make for my these 140 gallon mixed reef. So I have done a little working for you. It's like the dose is standard is 2.5 ml for 20 gallon will reduce 0.50 ppm of phosphate. So if I have to make it for 20, I have to dose 5 ml. 10 ml will be required for 80. For 120 it will be 15 ml. For 140 gallon it will be 17.5 ml to reduce 0.50 ppm. Now since I don't want to reduce 0.50, what I am going to reduce is 0.25. Just reduce it half, and half the value of dosage, that makes it to 8.75 ml for 0.25 ppm. Now since I also don't want to reduce 0.25, I just want to reduce 0.12, that is half of 0.25. So I will further reduce it into half, that makes 4.375 ml to make a reduction of 0.12 ppm. Now since I have a 0.20 ppm phosphate at this time, reducing 0.12 through 4.37 ml of dose over a period of 2 to 3 days, I will be settling at 0.08 ppm after 3 days. So that is my aim, and I'll show you how I am going to dose it. So I have made another do-it-yourself. It was a juice bottle. I've just used this glue gun to just glue this air 4.37 ml of phosphate E into this RODI 250 ml, and I'll be dropping it into my skimmer or into my filter socks over a period of 2 to 3 days, and then I'll test again how much it has helped in reducing the phosphate. So let's see, let me show you where I'm going to hang it. So gentlemen, this is how I have mounted in a do-it-yourself style. I had a CO2 scrubber filter. I used zip ties to tie the bottle upside down, giving a little air with the help of injection needle, and then dripping it at this rate, which is very slow. So I like to use these 250 ml over a period of 2 days, and hope so this drip rate, which is actually around 1 drop per 10 to 15 seconds, would like to reduce this phosphate in a very slower manner. As we know that if I dose it immediately, it's going to adversely affect the reef, which is alhamdulillah growing well. So with least effect, I'll show you the results after 48 hours. And I dripped it here, and now it's all gone. And let's see what is the HANA checker says about phosphate levels. So I have again today used a new reagent, and this T is my testing reagent, and I'm using it in front of you to just see how much phosphate is reduced. It was 67 last time, and it's 48. So for 5 ml over a period of 48 hours has reduced the phosphate reading from 68 to 48. I don't think so it's much of a reduction. However, keeping in view the same feed levels and over a period of 48 hours, and I feel that lanthanum chloride did work well, but not as speedily, yes, which is very good. So it means that I dose 10 ml over a period of 4 days to reduce it from 68 to 28. And so I think this is a very useful product, and this lanthanum chloride from Phosphate RX, I would dose it 1 drop for 0.01 reduction, but since it is now being depleted and it's not readily available in Pakistan, So I've got this one, Phosphate E from Brightwell, which has done rather same task but in a more controlled and slow manner, which is recommended. So in the end, I would say that please like the video, press the bell icon, and stay connected for very informative videos that I'm going to make for the community, research community. So till next video, see you. Allah Hafiz.